Rob here at the Design-2-part show here in Schaumburg, Illinois. This is a great event. We've only been open a couple hours. Look at all the people on the show floor. This is a show that's back live with lots of people looking at cool parts. Why? We have 200 different exhibitors here with every process, all the materials. You meet face to face, you can shake hands.
Like everyone, we're experiencing longer lead times. Some offshore, obviously China. We're trying to find more local suppliers.
If there's a more stable supply chain and it's going to cost, maybe, a few thousand extra annually, it's worth pursuing, especially in this day and age.
You see the people picking up the parts, discussing solving a problem. This is what you want to do. You need to be here with us.
I'm kind of old school in that fashion. I like to talk to somebody, learn about their company face to face.
Face to face is the best way. You can look in the eye and figure out, is that the person for me?
You can get more direct answers to your questions. You can talk more intimately about your projects and your specific needs. So we work in R&D, so we're doing a lot of prototyping. We do anything from medical side to aerospace and defense. We do work very hands-on with our suppliers, so it's always good to get some new people, get new input, and help us out with our projects.
Well, I'm kind of both. I am a technical buyer is my title. So my background's actually in mechanical engineering.
So here's another one of our exhibitors at the Schaumburg Design-2-part show, Hardy Spence from Ash Industries. Tell me why you like doing these shows.
There are a lot of ways to get to customers, a lot of ways. The internet, emails, what have you. But the truth of the matter is that here at the show, I get a chance to shake hands with people that have real projects. This morning already, I've had 15 to 20 people pull parts out of bags and say, can you make this? How would you make this? So time and time again, I'm getting contacts and communication with people that I'm not going to get any other place.
I want to follow up just a little bit. It's 11:30 on the first morning of our two-day show. The show opened up at 9 and you had 15 people of that quality already having conversations face-to-face with you here.
I'd be willing to bet you money we paid for the show.
It already paid for the show, so you're going to go home now and give this booth up?
We're going to stay in the booth until the end of the show and continue to make those good contacts.
So the D2P show to us is the only of all the exhibition shows that our corporation does for a reason. We walk away with business every time.
We're here at the Schaumburg show at our OEM Solution Showcase. People put parts out here for the engineers and buyers to walk by and see. Before an engineer or buyer gets into the show and gets into their mode of having conversations about solving the problems they have, they can look and see 50 different parts here from every different process to learn about what's new and what's happening by the guys on the show floor. Let's take a look here. Here is, let me put my glasses on so I can read it well. It's a printed circuit board fabrication, assembly, and box build. Look at the technology going on here. And we're going to talk to the person who put this out here. He wants engineers to pick up and see this. You saw that we had the idea of a showcase out in front. And what made you decide you wanted to put a part in that particular part there?
This one showcases the highest ability of everything that we could do. These are HDI boards. These are full turnkey manufacturing parts. And we did the box building as well. I think what we do is so unique. My name's Amir. I'm with the Imagineering Group. We specialize in quick turn prototyping, but we can do mid-volume production.
So all type of technology is here at the show and on the Solution Showcase, from CNC machining to tooling to welding to plating. And look at this beautiful casting right here next to that assembly box build. If you're a job shop, these are the type of parts you put out here to get people to understand what you do and what you're an expert at. And they come see you at your booth. We're standing here with Bob from Illumicast, and this is his part. Tell me, why did you put that part out on the showcase?
Well, that part was indicative of many of the parts that we do prototype. It was intended to be a die casting. We were able to produce a part that not only looked like a die casting, but also performed mechanically as that die casting was going to. If this were a production die casting, the tooling might be in the $60,000 or $80,000 range, and you'll pop these things out at $12, $14 a piece. What if you only need 50 or 80 or 100 of these a year? Well, our tooling is a fraction of that cost of that die casting tooling, maybe $6,000 or $8,000, but our per part price is higher due to the labor intensity of the process. But in the big scheme, it makes sense because of the low volumes.
I did see that part was sort of a big three product company that makes automobiles. Is that something that typically comes by to a show like this?
They can indeed, yeah. From automotive to aerospace to appliance manufacturers. We also do some low volume production for parts that are designed and could be designed to be die cast and could be die cast, but the quantity of use is not high enough to justify production tooling. Those quantities are generally in the hundreds as opposed to the thousands.
I bet you have some great conversations with people who didn't expect that a process like yours even existed.
We do. We find many people that say, I didn't know I could buy a part like this without investing in production tooling.
You'll see technology like this on the show floor, and you can bring technology like this.
So if you drive a car, there's something that you probably see every day that's laser marked. So as you can see, we paint the top or the front. We are lasering away the paint layer and not harming the plastic, which is why this is safe.
Were you successful at finding some people that might be able to solve some problems for you?
I would say so, yeah. Met some new companies that I haven't heard of before.
From a small CNC part to a large stainless steel air housing, the variety of sizes is what you can see, but the most important thing is you can touch and feel these parts on a show floor. That's the best part of face-to-face.
Design-to-part is an excellent show. You guys always get good turnout. Indianapolis is good, Minneapolis is good. We're one of the largest zinc platers in North America, and these engineers love it because they don't want to use some other corrosion protection, because then you throw your tolerances off, you got to rework any threaded holes.
How important is it that parts are shown to the people that visit the show?
This is what it's all about. When we talk about marketing, Werner and I talk about some backdrops and things like that and other things that you do at the show, but we always push this product up front because that's who we are.
And this is why we want you to exhibit and show your capabilities and get face-to-face with the local people in the area, engineers and buyers. By the way, THG Automation, real cool stuff, guys. Thanks a lot.
Actually, I had a few really good interactions. Definitely some people I'm going to be sending some RFQs to.
Yeah, we'd recommend all their engineers to come to these type of shows.
And we want you to have a booth in our show so you can be face-to-face with engineers and buyers from the local area.